After weeks of competition, it all comes down to this, the big finale.
I'm not handling the pressure well.
7 champions, only one will go home hearing this.
You've just won $777,000.
And now, Studio 7, the finale.
I now call to order the secret society of Studio 7, Week 8. 7 kids, $77,000 in every one of their pockets. Who will be the one to take home $777,000?
Amadou, you're the winner.
I can't conceptualize how much money it is, honestly. My dad is a New York City taxi driver, and the biggest thing that I came into this game for was to pay back my parents for all the work that they had done for me.
Amadou is an example of good karma.
He knows no kung fu.
What do you mean?
I know no kung fu.
My man.
Amadou is a really nice guy, but I think it takes more than that to win.
Craig, you're the winner.
Craig is a lot more driven to win than anybody. I think that he definitely feels like he's got something at stake.
Like, he'll say just like, doing the best I can, man, and you know, like that. But then it's like in the back of his head, he's like, I got you.
I've picked a couple of contestants that I think I can manipulate a little more than the others, and so I'll be able to use them for help if I need to. But I'll still stab them in the back, though. Stab, stab, stab.
The people you wanted to get rid of is here. You ain't getting rid of me, America.
The winner by a very slim margin is George.
Last time I don't know, I just seemed pretty confident because maybe that's what I wanted to show everybody. Maybe I'm doing it again this time.
When we first came in here, I was a little bit frightened of George.
George is a little neurotic, and I could probably use that against him.
Taylor, you're the winner.
Coming into this final episode, I've just been dreading it this whole time because it's hell. Sheila totally believes in karma. She's told me before that she doesn't want to compromise her ethics to win the money. Because everybody's a winner, everybody sort of has this invincible attitude. I'm hoping it'll work to my advantage because I still think I'm going to lose.
JC is the winner.
He talks a lot.
He obviously feels the need to make sure people know that he's smart.
I walk into the house, and this white guy starts speaking Arabic to me, and I'm like, what the hell?
This is going to be a different experience because the people that I'm up against are all champions.
You're the winner of $77,000.
People think I'm like this little princess who gets everything she wants, but it couldn't be further from the truth, especially this summer with losing my father. If it were someone else in her position, they would rub in other people's faces the bad and tragic stuff that they've gone through, and she doesn't do that at all. So I respect that.
You gotta understand, I haven't taken the time to know her life history or anything like that. I don't want to. I know she's smart, and I know she's gonna do well.
Francesca, you're the winner.
I'm not sure if it's an advantage or not that I was the last week's winner. I'm kind of still in the mode of doing this, studying, getting up early. But at the same time, I just put all my energy into that game.
She seems like she'd be like the real underdog in this game.
She really tries to make it sound like she doesn't know anything, and she is like this. There are so many people in this group who weren't supposed to win or predicted to win. And I hope that happens again. I really want this ending to be a surprise.
Good evening, and welcome back for the $777,000 game of Studio 7. Tonight's grand final will be played in the same 6 elimination rounds that you know so well, testing your command of contemporary knowledge and your powers of memorization and recall. All of you have won a previous game to earn a spot to be here, but not under this kind of financial pressure and never against this level of competition. From all over the country, the 7 of you have returned to New York City and lived in luxury with your opponents for 1 week. You've studied intensely, you've formed friendships and rivalries, and I'm sure you think you figured each other out. Each of you wears that familiar silver ring around your neck, a single ring from a chain that connects each of you to each other. At a critical moment tonight, you may remove this ring in order to ask one of your fellow players for help. But remember, only the last player standing wins that staggering prize of $777,000. And whatever alliances you might have made, when it comes down to money, who can you truly trust? to your pods. Once again, the game will be played in 6 rounds. The first 3 rounds will test your command of contemporary knowledge, the news, politics, sports, and popular culture of the 21st century, the year 2004, and the last 30 days. The few of you who advance to rounds 4 and 5 will then have to prove your mastery of the specialized subject and the memorization challenge. Finally, just 2 of you will advance to the head-to-head speed round, where under the most intense pressure, you'll be asked about the most recent events of just the last 7 days. Only 1 of you will leave this studio tonight with an amount of money that will change the course of your life.
$777,000 gives you the opportunity to lead whatever the life you've ever dreamed of is.
It's hard for an 18 to 22-year-old to grasp, even for me, how much money is really there.
It's almost $1 million.
I could retire on that.
I would think of making that in a lifetime, not in 2 weeks.
That's so much money. I mean, it's ridiculous.
First, you have to make it through round 1, in which we test your knowledge of the 21st century. The order to this round has been randomly determined. George, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. George, welcome back.
How you doing?
There's a nail biter at the end of your episode.
Yeah, thanks for putting me under a lot of pressure. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You got the money.
Yeah, well, hey, that's very true.
George, in June 2001, the first federal execution in 38 years took place when what domestic terrorist was put to death for his role in the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing?
I'd like to answer the question. McVeigh?
Francesca, you got the first question wrong.
I know, I'm trying to forget it.
We'll try to move past that this week.
Yeah.
Francesca, in 2001, former child star Rick Schroeder was replaced by former child star Mark Paul Gosselaar on what gritty TV show?
I can't believe this is going to happen again, that I'm going to answer the first question wrong. But I would like to answer the question. NYPD Blue.
Nicole, welcome back.
Thank you.
You had the fastest speed round time of any player here tonight. You think you can prevail again if we get to that?
I don't think I could be so lucky twice.
Nicole, in 2000, what credit card company tried to sue Ralph Nader for parodying its priceless ads in commercials in his presidential campaign?
I'd like to answer the question. MasterCard?
Was the trip here okay?
Pretty good.
Taxi, bus, subway?
Taxi.
Thanks. Amadou, in 2002, what European sports car company introduced its first sport utility vehicle, the Cayenne?
I would like to answer the question. Porsche.
Welcome back, Sheila.
No.
I recall last time something about you saying that you didn't think you had a chance against your fellow competitors.
Yeah, that's true.
What's your assessment this time?
I think I have an even smaller chance.
Sheila, in 2000, 71 years of rule by the Institutional Revolutionary Party ended when Vicente Fox was elected president of what country?
Okay. I would like to answer the question. Portugal.
I'm sorry, Sheila, that's incorrect. The correct answer is Mexico. You're the first player on the block. Please proceed there to await your fate. JC, good to see you again.
Good to be back.
JC, in March 2002, what woman who had previously accused Bill Clinton of sexual harassment fought Tonya Harding in a televised boxing match?
I saw this. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm right. I'm trying to think of all the other women.
I won't comment on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to answer the question. Paula Jones.
Welcome back, Craig.
Hi.
Done anything with the money? Any plans?
I'm waiting till tonight to see, I guess.
Craig, a tragic 2002 shooting took the life of Jam Master Jay, the DJ of what pioneering rap group?
I'd like to answer the question, Run DMC.
George, in May 2003, what man was named the presidential envoy to Iraq?
I think I'm going to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
JC?
George is fun.
America! All right, sit on the chair with you. George, you're rude. You dropped me on my head.
We had a lot of fun the first night when we went down to the bar.
We're the winners. We will be victorious in everything that we do.
He better help me. He owes it to me. He dropped me on my ass when I was drunk as hell the first night we got here.
This guy is a threat. I'm a threat? He's a threat. You're a threat. You're a threat. They're a threat. Everybody's a threat.
Please remove your ring and toss it into the pool of the set.
Hey, bro. John. I know you're my man when it comes to politics and stuff, bro. Help me out, please.
George, you're deadly. And I can't just give you the answer, but I'm going to give you a hint that if you know this guy's name, you're going to get it, okay? Around the office, we call him by his initials, LPB, and he just left.
LPB and he just left?
Mm-hmm. He just left Iraq. About 2 months ago.
Give me a little pigeon, maybe the first.
That's it. That's all I'm giving you.
LPB. All right, man. Thanks. Do you accept initials? That?
I'll need a name.
Okay. All right. I'd like to answer the question. Brown?
L. Paul Bremer III.
Never heard of him before either, so.
Please proceed to the block where they'll wait your fate.
Thank you.
So 2 players, Sheila and George, have failed to answer their questions correctly. It's now down to the remaining 5 players to decide who stays and who goes. JC, tell us who you want to eliminate and why.
I can't help but feel culpable for George, even though I really thought he should have gotten that hint. So, Sheila, I'm voting you out.
Nicole.
George, you're my fellow Jerseyan, but Sheila, you're my girl. I'm sorry, George, I have to vote you off.
Now 1 vote against Sheila, 1 vote against George. One of you will be eliminated. One of you will not have the opportunity for the guaranteed prize of $777,000.
I hate doing this.
Amity, look directly at your fellow players. Who do you want to eliminate from contention for the $777,000 prize?
My decision comes down to just who I see as the bigger threat in the game. That's all it is, and I really hope you don't take it personal, but George, I'm voting him off. Okay, bro.
Craig.
I think that there is one of you two that knows the memorization a little bit better. I think, George, you're the only one who's gone to the end, and I don't want to go up against that if I get there. So, George, I'm voting you out.
George, you won $77,000 on your way here.
Yes, I did.
This is where it ends. 3 votes against you. You've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
Thank you, sir. That's all right.
Sheila, you may return to your pod and rejoin your fellow competitors.
Being the first guy out, you just have a sense of, like, you hear crickets in the background, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you're just so alone. How's it going?
I just felt so bad for him because I knew how much he wanted the money. It must have been so awful for him.
We had all seen George's show. We knew what he was capable of, and I think people voted accordingly.
When it comes to that much money, it's hard not to imagine that a betrayal is going to occur.
I don't think there are any morals in this game.
Now there are 6 of you. The first round tested your knowledge of the 21st century. Now the next round will test your knowledge of the events of just this year, 2004. Craig, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. This is a single elimination round. The first of you to make a mistake will be eliminated from the game and from contention for $777,000. So beware. Craig, on May 25th, what 87-year-old news legend co-hosted the MTV special Choose or Lose, Work It, with Gideon Yago?
87, you said?
That's correct.
I would like to ask for help. What's got to happen is I need to preface my question for help with, if you help me now, I will for sure help you when you need it. Hopefully they give me help. Hopefully I get the question right. Hopefully they ask me later and then I give them a fake answer.
Who would you like to ask for help?
Francesca.
Please remove your ring and toss it into the pool of the 7.
So, if you give me this, I will for sure be there at your aid if you need me.
I really want to help you, but I really don't know. I don't even know who's 87 years, like Peter Jennings and them, they're not that old. It's got to be a big name, though. It's a news
I know. So it's probably either like Brokaw or...
Brokaw, 87 years old?
He's retiring, isn't he? Or it's Koppel.
I don't think it's him.
Okay. I'm going to go for it then.
Go for Brokaw. I'm sorry.
All right. I would like to answer the question. Brokaw.
Craig, I'm sorry. Correct answer is Walter Cronkite.
Oh, man.
This is a single elimination round. You've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
I feel like I just lost a very big bet. You know, I know the money wasn't mine, but I feel like I lost it regardless. It's a bad feeling.
When Craig got eliminated, I started getting giddy.
The 2 biggest threats in that game were out. I didn't even know what to say.
It was a free-for-all at that point. It felt like anyone could take it.
And now there are just 5 of you. We've tested your knowledge of the 21st century and the year 2004. Now we're going to narrow our focus to more recent events, the events of the last 30 days. This round will proceed until 2 of you have answered incorrectly and taken your places on the block. And the remaining 3 competitors will decide who stays and who goes. We're working toward tonight's $777,000 prize. Let us proceed. Nicole, on the July 18th ESPY Awards, actor Tom Cruise presented a tribute to what former NFL star turned soldier who was killed in April in Afghanistan?
Oh, I knew this too. It was in my notes for last time. I'd like to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
JC.
I've struck a deal with Nicole.
If he needs help with a pop culture question, I'll help him. And if I need help with a political question, he'll help me.
She's a person that I wouldn't mind going away with the money.
I love the way he plays. He plays fair.
I'm going to hold up my end of the bargain. It remains to be seen whether she will.
Please remove your ring and discard it into the pool of the 7.
JC, will you help me?
Well, I'm counting on you to hold up your end. His name was Pat Tillman.
I knew it. I couldn't remember. Thank you so much.
Sure.
I'd like to answer the question. Tillman?
Sheila, on July 27th, the keynote address on the second night of the Democratic National Convention was given by what Illinois state senator?
I would like to answer the question. Obama.
Francesca, July 31st marked the 50th anniversary of the first successful ascent to the top of what mountain, the second tallest in the world?
I would like to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
Nicole.
Please remove your ring and toss it into the pool of the 7.
Do you have any idea what this is?
I can talk through it with you. I have no idea.
I was thinking Andes or the Himalayas.
Or there's Kilimanjaro in Africa, but I don't know how tall that is. I really don't know.
No, that's all right. I'm just going to take a guess. But thank you.
You're welcome.
I would like to answer the question, Mount Kilimanjaro.
Francesca, that's incorrect. The correct answer is K2. Please proceed to the block where you'll await your fate. JC, on July 16th, it was reported that after their merger is complete, BMG and what other music company plan to cut about 2,000 jobs from their workforce?
I'm going to call in Nicole on this one. I'd like to ask for help.
Please remove your ring and discard it into the pool of the 7.
Hi, Nicole. I hope you know it.
I'm not going to help. No, just kidding. It's Sony.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'd like to answer the question, Sony. Girl. Thank you.
Amadou, on July 18th, mudslides engulfed at least 3 vehicles and temporarily closed the eastern entrance of what popular national park?
I would like to ask for help.
Who would you like to ask for help?
Francesca.
Please remove your ring and discard it into the pool of the 7.
Hey, Fran.
Hi.
Do you think you possibly know this?
I'll give you the 2 that come to mind is either Yosemite or Yellowstone. But I really don't know. I would go for Yellowstone.
Go for Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll trust you on it. I would like to answer the question. Yellowstone?
Nicole, a Senate report published July 15th accused Riggs Bank of illegally helping to hide millions of dollars for which former Chilean dictator?
I have no idea. I'm so sad I lost my ring. I don't know any dictators. I don't even know if I know any Chileans. I'd like to answer the question. I don't know.
Correct answer is Augusto Pinochet. Proceed to the block. We'll await the decision of your fellow players.
Having to vote between Francesca and Nicole was a nightmare.
It really came down to Sheila.
We had just talked all week about what the worst case scenario was, and that in our minds was the worst.
Two players on the block now in this elimination round. With just 3 players in their pods, it takes just 2 votes to be eliminated from the game at this point. Sheila, Amadou, JC, who do you want to get rid of in order to make your chances for winning the guaranteed prize of $777,000 that much greater?
Fran helped me the last round, and I really would feel bad if I didn't help her now. So I'm voting against you, Nicole. I love you, though.
Nicole, you saved me from the gallows, and after that, Francesca, you're a sweetheart, but I'm sorry I'm voting you off.
The $777,000 decision comes down to Sheila.
I'm going to start crying, but you guys are the last 2 people that I would have ever wanted to see. And not because you're girls, but because you really are the most generous. But earlier in the week, I told Nicole that I would keep her no matter who else was on the block. And Francesca, you have 3 more years of college. Party hard. I'm really sorry, but I voted you off.
Francesca, this gets tougher as we go through each round. 2 votes against you. You've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
Good luck, everybody.
Nicole, please rejoin your fellow competitors.
Going into this, I thought, I already have friends at home. I don't need to make new ones. But then, you know, you live with these people and you really connect with them, and human emotions take over. You can't help it.
And now there are just 4 of you left in the game. One of you is going to win $777,000. The next round will test your knowledge of the specialized subject that was assigned to you at the beginning of the week. You've been given materials on the subject of the history and rituals of the elite Yale University secret society, Skull and Bones, which counts both President George W. Bush and Senator John Kerry as its members. Sheila, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. This is a single elimination round. It will take just one wrong answer. The first of you to make a mistake will be eliminated from the game. So beware. Sheila, what was the Skull and Bones nickname that George W. Bush was given when he became a new member of the club?
I would like to answer the question. Temporary.
I call one of the most famous rules of Skull and Bones is the requirement that members vacate a room if someone mentions in their presence either the name of the club or what number.
I'd like to answer the question. 322.
Avenue Skull and Bones members play an unusual sport in the dining room of their building using a half-deflated ball. What is the name of this aggressive soccer-hockey hybrid?
I would like to answer the question. Boodle ball.
JC, at Skull and Bones meetings, there is an activity in which members are assessed fines for misbehavior, like forgetting the lyrics to their traditional songs or using Bones nicknames in public. What is this activity called?
I just read this morning. I'd like to answer the question. The excuses.
JC, I need more information.
I was afraid of that. I'm going to take a crack at it. I'd like to answer the question. Stating the excuses.
It's the hearing of excuses. You've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation.
I was really surprised because I thought JC could definitely go all the way.
$777,000 would have been a beautiful amount of money to have.
Damn.
But, I mean, what would I have done with that? Bought a bar on the beach and put a hammock out back and fallen asleep for 5 years? Whatever.
I'm not too scared of Amadou. You've probably been studying the least.
I'm too tired of memorizing. I'll just stop and watch TV or take a nap.
Maybe Amadou's trying to psych everyone out by sleeping. It's possible.
Can you remember anything?
We thought we had survived the horror.
Remember your name?
We were wrong.
On WGN News at 9.
And now there are just 3 of you left in the game. One of you is going to win $777,000. The next round will test your ability to recall under intense pressure. The memorization assignment was given to you at the beginning of the week. It is a list of the 100 best-selling children's paperback books of all time as of 2001, according to Publishers Weekly. You will name the title, author, and year each book was published. At the end of this round, the 2 of you who do the best will advance to the final round, where you will play for tonight's guaranteed prize of $777,000. The player who does the worst will be eliminated.
Charlotte's Web, E.B. White, 1974, The Outsiders, S.E. Hinton. It's a little crazy to memorize over 300 elements in a week.
I felt like I was way behind everyone else in memorization. A Wrinkle in Time, Madeleine L'Engle. It's very wordy. 1974. It's very easy to trip up on your words.
Are you there, God? It's me. Margaret.
Too much. I can't take it anymore. Bernstein Bears go to school to say Stan and Jan Bernstein over and over. It's really annoying.
Sheila, please approach your place in the pool of the seven. Sheila, the assignment has 300 elements. If you get just one element incorrect or out of sequence, your turn will be over. You've been through this before. You know that you are free to set your own pace on this round, but I must warn you, you will be timed. In the event of a tie, the person who completed the task the fastest will be declared the winner. You ready? Your time starts now.
Charlotte Sweat, E.B. White. 1974. The Outsiders. S.E. Hinton. 1968. Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. Judy Blume. 1976. Love You Forever. Robert Munsch. 1986. Where the Red Fern Grows. Wilson Rawls. 1973. Island of the Blue Dolphins. Scott Odell, 1971. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. J.K. Rowling, 1999. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Judy Blume, 1972.
Shane Jack Schaefer, 1972. The Indian in the Cupboard. Lynn Reed Banks, 1982. A Wrinkle in Time. Madeline L'Engle, 1974. Little House on the Prairie. Laura Ingalls Wilder, 1971. Little House in the Big Woods. Laura Ingalls Wilder, 1971. The Incredible Journey. Sheila Burnford, 1984. The Little Prince. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, 1968. Johnny Tremaine. Esther Forbes, 1969. Just Me and My Dad. Mercer Mayer, 1977. Go Ask Alice. Anonymous, 1976.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, J.K. Rowling, 2000. Otherwise known as Sheila the Great, Judy Blume, 1976. Blubber, Judy Blume, 1976. The Witch of Blackbird Pond, Elizabeth George Spear, 1972. Super Fudge, Judy Blume, 1981. Bridge to Terabithia, Catherine Patterson, 1987. Freckle Juice, Judy Blume, 1976. On the Banks of Plum Creek, Laura Ingalls Wilder, 1971. That Was Then, This Is Now, S.E. Hinton, 1972.
Sideways Stories from Wayside School. Louis Sakar, 1985. The Catcher in the Rye. J.D. Salinger, 1951. Farmer Boy. Laura Ingalls Wilder, 1971. Just Go to Bed. Mercer Mayer, 1993. Where the Wild Things Are. Maurice Sendak, 1977.
Good Night Moon. Margaret Wise Brown, 1977. The Long Winter. Laura Ingalls Wilder, 1971. The Berenstain Bears' New Baby. Stan and Jan Berenstain, 1974. By the Shores of Silver Lake. Laura Ingalls Wilder, 1971. Then Again, Maybe I Won't. Judy Blume, 1973. I Was So Mad. Mercer Mayer, 1983. Stone Fox. John Reynolds Gardiner, 1983. I just forgot. Mercer Mayer, 1988. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible. No Good, Very Bad Day. Judith Viorst, 1976. How to Eat Fried Worms. Thomas Rockwell, 1975. The Mouse and the Motorcycle.
Beverly Cleary.
You said Beverly Clearly.
I knew it. Whatever, I would have messed up around there anyways.
Sheila, 226 elements. Nicole and Amadou, on other episodes, your scores would have been enough for first place. Unfortunately for the two of you, Sheila did much better at 226 elements.
Go, girl.
Nicole, 74 elements. Amadou, 95 elements.
Oh, my God.
Nicole, you've been eliminated from the game. Thank you for your participation. Sheila and Amadou, when we come back, you are going to play in the head-to-head speed round. This is it. $777,000 will go to one of you in just a few minutes.
Amadou and Sheila in the finals were probably the last two I expected to be there, but they are the two that deserve to be there the most.
Oh, my God. I'm still in this game.
I can't believe I'm in this round. What?
Now there are just two of you left in the game. One of you is about to win $777,000. The other will leave with nothing.
It was actually very refreshing to see the two of them up there. Sheila, she knows what she's doing. She knows how to play the game.
I mean, she had her ring still, and she was on the ball this game.
I think Sheila is the weaker player as far as current events go.
They definitely thought that Amadou had a shot. He's very smart.
More than anybody, Amadou deserves to win Studio 7 across the board.
Anyone could potentially win. It really is just a matter of what question you get and who slips up.
Contained within this envelope are the questions that cover the most recent events in the world of news, entertainment, sports, and popular culture. The events of just the last 7 days. This round, as you know, is a straight race against the clock. The one of you who is able to answer 7 questions correctly in the fastest time will be the winner. Sheila is the winner of round 5. You may elect to go first or second.
First.
Amadou, please follow the security officer to isolation until Sheila has completed her round and set a time. Sheila, please exit your pod and approach the microphone. Sheila, unlike previous rounds, you may interrupt me in this round. I must warn you, you may miss valuable information. If you do so, I will have to accept your first answer. Miss Kelly, sitting next to me, will count your correct answers aloud, and the clock will stop when you reach 7. You're still standing by when you said you didn't have much of a chance?
We'll see.
At one point, after winning your $77,000 game, you said you weren't even sure you wanted to be in the final.
Yeah.
Because of the pressure?
It's a pretty hellish experience. This part is.
We'll get it over with as fast as we can. Any questions?
No.
Sheila, your time starts now. On August 10th, President Bush announced that he had nominated what U.S. representative and former intelligence agent to...
One.
On August 5th, police announced the arrest of 30 cultists.
Mike Wallace. Wrong.
On August 6th, Israel reopened the border crossings near what city situated on the boundary between the Gazas?
Wrong.
On August 7th, juggler Nigel Roeder auditioned for and won what job serving the British monarchy, a position last held in 16... August 11th was one of the peak nights to view what annual meteor shower, also known as the Tears... On August 6th, what funk singer, famously impersonated by comedian Dave Chappelle...
Rick James. 2.
On August 5th, 7 members of what environmental group were arrested after chaining themselves to road...
Wrong.
On August 5th, what radical Shiite cleric called for an Iraqi uprising against U.S.-led coalition forces?
Al-Qaeda. 3.
On August 9th, the Associated Press reported that scientists have discovered the world's deepest subterranean vertical drop inside a cave in what country?
Croatia. 4.
On August 5th, it was announced that Tommy Mottola and Miramax Films will bring a show based on what Pink Floyd album to Broadway?
The Wall. 5.
On August 10th, what 60 Minutes veteran was arrested
Mike Wallace. 6.
It was reported on August 5th that a California company had successfully cloned what type of animal, producing clones?
Stop.
Sheila, you've recorded a time of 1 minute, 7 seconds, and 7/100ths of a second. You're up against a worthy competitor tonight in this final round for $777,000. And Amadou and Sheila, it will be our privilege tonight to award the money to either of you.
Thank you.
Amadou, you understand the rules?
Yes, I do.
If you want to move on to the next question, you may pass at any time. Once you pass, you may not return to a question. You may elect either to give an answer or say pass. I will not move on to the next question until I hear one of those options. Sheila has recorded a time already in her round. We're going to count down from that time to play your round. If you answer 7 questions correctly before you hear the bell, that means you've won the game. If you hear the bell before you've reached 7, Sheila's the winner. You ready?
Yes.
Your time starts now. On August 10th, President Bush announced that he had nominated what U.S. representative and former intelligence agent to take over the post of CIA?
1.
On August 5th, police announced the arrest of 30 cultists in a raid on a shrine in what country where over 50 bodies and 20 skulls were found?
Iran.
Wrong.
On August 6th, Israel reopened the border crossings near what city situated on the boundary between the Gaza Strip and neighboring Egypt?
Palestine.
Wrong.
On August 7th, juggler Nigel Roeder auditioned for and won what job serving the British monarchy, a position last held in 1649?
Pass.
August 11th was one of the peak nights to view what annual meteor shower, also known as the Tears of... August 6th, what funk singer famously impersonated by...
2.
On August 5th, 7 members of what environmental group were arrested after chaining themselves to a road building equipment in the Tongass National Forest in Alaska?
Greenpeace.
3.
On August 5th, what radical Shiite cleric called for an Iraqi uprising against U.S.-led coalition forces? On August 9th, the Associated Press reported that scientists have discovered the world's deepest subterranean vertical drop inside a cave.
4.
On August 5th, it was announced that Tommy Mottola and Miramax Films will bring a show based on what Pink Floyd album to Broadway?
Pass.
On August 10th, what 60 Minutes veteran was arrested for disorderly conduct?
Wallace.
5.
It was reported on August 5th that... Sheila, you're the winner.
I think Sheila was probably in shock. I can't imagine what it would be like to win that much money.
I was just like, well, alrighty. But then I turned around and I was just completely happy and joyous for Sheila and just some big smiles for her.
It's hard. It's hard to see, like, what you could have done.
It just reaffirms my faith that there is something right in the order of the world because she deserves it. Not only is she smart, not only does she kick ass out there, but she's just such a good person.
Sheila, tell me now that you're glad you made it to the final.
I am. I'm so numb right now. I cannot believe what just happened.
Sheila, you've just won $777,000.
I know! I can't believe it! Oh my God.
I'm really happy I did this, obviously because of the money, but also because I have a lot of insecurities, and it's helped me realize, like, my potential, like, what I'm capable of.
I've always said when people ask me what would I do with that money, I want to start a theater company, but right now I have no thoughts because that money is just like so. I mean, I can't believe it. I have no concept. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Hello?
Mom, I just finished the game show.
I'm going to happen, honey.
I won!
No, kid, stop.
Yes, Mom, I won.
I'm going to kill myself.
Mom, don't. Calm down. Mom, I won.
I'm going to have a heart.
No, Mom, who's with you? Mom!
Well, you did it.
I swear to you, I won, Mom.